My name is Daniel Schmidt. I am a dealer and the manager here at Uncommon Objects in Austin, Texas. We're at an antique mall of about 25 different dealers, and we've been here for 30 years. I thought we could maybe talk about trench art today. So trench art is a form of military folk art.
Okay.
It's kind of been around as long as warfare has been around in one way or another. They're essentially just like military souvenirs, but specifically around World War I, when heavy artillery became more common, and trench warfare was actually a common thing. Soldiers started manipulating leftover shell casings in different ways as souvenirs to take home. So while they were on off hours, they would use all sorts of different tools to take actual old shell casings and warp them, draw on them, all this kind of stuff as things to bring back home for their family. And this continued through World War II as well. You get all sorts of different examples, some that are just really kind of formally pretty and don't have much else going on, some that have really specific things on them. Like this one, somebody clearly missed his dog, so he drew a portrait of his dog on there. There were, especially in World War II, there were stencils that were being made for these, so soldiers could kind of draw specific items even if they weren't that good. So this is a really interesting example. These were likely all stencils that this soldier put kind of all of them on one. So everything from a lady to a dog, a butterfly, an owl, just really all over the map. And so you've got some examples that are a little more stylish like this, and then some more crude ones with other examples like a horse, more or less, naked lady here. I'm sure he was missing some folks, flapper girls, all over the map. So it's a really interesting world of collecting. I don't think it's super as valued as I think it could be. Prices on these generally are not that high. This one I think we've got $150 on this one, $85 on this one. That's usually kind of on the lower end of what these can be. And something with a more charming figure like a dog, this would probably be more in the $400 or $500 range. And if you could associate these with specific soldiers, like this one is dated, it's got initials, it's got last names, it's got a place. This one, with a little bit of work, we could probably figure out who this person was, figure out more about their life, add a lot more value to this. Often you can date these from the bottom, because the shells themselves usually will have maker information. And these would have been makers there, but that at least helps you date the shell itself in some way. But these would often be carved after the fact. Like this may have been discarded in 1917 or whatever, and then not carved for another year or whatever. Because there were just massive, massive stockpiles of used shells.